Pluto entering Aquarius, First Signs of Satan's Era, by High Priest HoodedCobra666, January 21st, at 1:32 a.m. Today is a historic day, as Pluto is finally entering Aquarius. That will be an era of massive developments, freedom of humanity, futurism, and many technological developments that will change humanity's lifestyle. As we know, the enemy is ever vigilant to turn these into slave technology, but the nature of Aquarius will betray them and give the consequential opposite result. Our side is the side of the humanists, those who want humanity to survive into the eons and move forward, those who seek the enlivening of the human spirit, human creativity, the joy in the creation of humanity's tools of survival. The enemy side is the side of those against humanity, spearheaded by the Jews and other soul-disabled entities that will use the uprising powers and developments to declare humanity worthless or obsolete. That side of history must be mercilessly crashed, as humanity belongs to the earth and to life, not to death and irrelevance. I have been reading the news. Those in power envision still major societal control, among other well-known things. The next 20 years will represent a clash with these ideals, but this clash might not arrive in the same way as people expected. They will not know what to expect. For all I can say, those who are not in alignment with the goals of Satan in the future will eventually find themselves in major surprises, but also crashing force, maybe so by the very tools they created with the hopes of enslaving everyone else. As spiritual Satanists, we can be in peace knowing that Pluto will govern over Father Satan's sign. We must not dwell in worry in any way. Instead, we must forward in the future with confidence, no matter what happens or is claimed to happen in the world. No matter what, we will have one another and our world will eventually advance. Satan will assign to his agents massive power to install his decrees, but those who fail to do this will be crushed. As a responsive reaction, there will be clashes of wars and also clashes which involve around mass population control. Christianity will fight a dying war for itself. Certain advances will put fake enemy programs to shame as we progress in the next 20 years. Situations like COVID, that will eventually die out in major force that will cause social clashes. Based on planet Neptune and recent advances of fools like the government of the Chinese, maybe another pandemic could also be expected. Fear, even if it happens or not, will be used to constantly control. We cannot bow down to fear. We must be brave. Psychologically, this era will have people concerned about our collective future. Regardless of nations battling it out, slowly, a coherent understanding of a collective future of the stars for humanity will slowly start to become an idea closer to us. We certainly live in an era of massive arrogance now, and many of those in power are in power trips, trying to play God and all the rest of it. These elements will eventually be weeded out, but as it appears with other planetary alignments, clashes between nations will occur. Israel's plans will fail, and everyone will also see these people and their conspiracy for what it is. It's already happening. Obsolete Jewish conspiracies are heading to the death throes, but they will try to adjust to the time and fail ultimately due to their nature. They will keep losing influence in the next 20 years, rapidly so. Regular people out there will be shocked at the dismantling of conspiracies and hoaxes that will surface in the next 2 decades. Incidents like Epstein or the crimes of Israel will look like small scandals in the future, child's play. We have a lot of things to see yet. People are getting disillusioned, and they will see that we are right to be very stern and critical towards this prolific conspiracy of the Jews. It was always normal to be wary of them, but only recently they used empty excuses to absolve them from what they wanted to commit. Their excuses of being sorry little eternally persecuted ones will not fly in the next 20 years. They will be seen solely on what they are doing. The era of irrational lying will have only so much power in the next 20 years. Lies will increase, but so will the filtering mechanisms of human beings. Now that is changing. Long-term conspiracies like the above will be exposed in front of the world to see, judged under the light and power of Aquarius. Due to the nature of Aquarius, revolutions in mind and thought are expected. That will look intense compared to the last years from 2008 until today. We are officially entering Father Satan's era. We are not there yet, but we will get a breath of its air, so to say. Systems that have long been used as slavery mechanisms will change in their essence. That won't be in the hands of those in power to control. We will also have a new form of citizen, likely in the next 20 years, that will be non-biological. We will see that not only our own human sentience exists, and that other forms of sentience exist. That will be a wake-up call for humanity. But that might not arrive exactly now. We will get a few breaths of the air of the future of this, however. Humanity is now standing on the crossroads between dystopian and utopian developments. The battle will rage on. If there was ever a time to stay close to the gods and fight for this cause, right now is the time. We must be vigilant and strong, but also calm and in knowing that we will manage everything. The next 19 years ahead of us, Aquarius will be left behind by Pluto in 2043, are going to be years of monumental growth. It is now time for all of us, big or small, to play our part that we were sent here to play by the gods, even if it is the smallest part. Without delusion and with proper confidence, we will embark into the new era. May the gods bless their house to grow powerfully, more than ever before, and may all of you be blessed. The gods are with us. We have to manifest their intention on earth. All of us must buckle up and bravely ride into the unknown. High Priest, Hooded Cobra 666.